Hello everyone, welcome back to another makeup tutorial. This one is going to be more on the FX Halloween makeup because the topic that I got for one of my self-portrait challenges is going to be art. And I had so many ideas, but I feel like this one is a bit easier because I haven't been feeling so great and I just wanted to do something simple. It doesn't look simple, but I feel like it is, but I don't know, we'll see. The makeup that I'm going to be using, it's this Athena painting palette. This is an old palette for me. It's been through some stuff. As you can see, I haven't used it as much, but I've used it enough to know that it's pretty good. So this is one of the main things that I'm going to be using. And for like shadowing or just adding more color for it not to look like glossy or creamy, I'm going to use my makeup palettes, my eyeshadow palettes. So I have this color board and it has like a lot of colors. So I'll probably use this one and my the James Charles Morphe palette, because this one also has a lot of variety. It has a lot of colors. So that's all I can think of right now. And well, I think some lashes, but I'll get them later. So like I said, for this look, I had a lot of ideas, but I'm not going to show you because it's embarrassing. But for this one, I kind of did a rough sketch. I'm going to try and clean it up before I put it here, but this is what I kind of want to do. The original was like, I'll put the original, but I didn't want to do those colors. I wanted to do a bit more vibrant colors, you know, just to change it up a little bit. I'm not going to be adding text because I feel like that's a little too much. I just want the art to come through. So this is the point where many people give up. They're like, it's not looking good. It looks weird. Keep going. The tier and the color that I chose for the base, it's a little confusing, but I know that once I add the black and the little definition dots and all of these things, it'll come together. So, you know, you just got to keep going. And that's what I'm going to do right now. So since I already set like all the base, which is the color of the skin, the teardrop and the lips, now I just need to go back and do the outline. I still need to do the pages, like the ripped page, but I first want to do the face because if I like how it looks without that extra, you know, rip page look, then I'll leave it like that. But if not, well, then I'll just go back and do it. Okay, as you can see, it's kind of starting to get its shape. Um, the tier, I should have left it without painting blue at the bottom because it's been a little weird to get it to, stand out by itself. So that's like the only thing so far. I think I am going to do the page tear, but right now I'm going to go to my makeup palettes and set it so it won't, because I don't know if you can tell, you see this? It separates. So I've had this issue before with this, and I mean, it's normal, but I don't like it. So I'm going to set it with powder eyeshadow just so it can look a little more, you know, natural. And also the lips, it's gonna look better once the eyeshadow is on top of this. This is what it's looking like so far. I added some details with the black color from this cream palette. One thing I suggest is getting thin brushes. I don't have thin brushes. I'm using the brushes that I have for my eyeshadows. So that's why this line, these are thicker. I just went back and removed the ones that I had from my lips and I did it again. I still don't like how the lips come out. I'll probably redo them once I do everything else, but I wanted to see it come together already. So I already did the white stuff. I still need to outline it black and then add the small details. So yeah, that's what's missing. And well, the eye, you'll see it at the end. I'm just gonna put eyelashes and then it has like a white liner, the original. So I'm just gonna get my white eyeliner and put it on my eye line. And yeah, that's all I got for right now. Uh, I'm not too worried about this. I'm still gonna put eyeshadow on it so it won't crease as much, but I feel like the lash is gonna cover it. So yeah. Okay, let's continue. Okay, this is all that I'm gonna do for this because now I want to focus on the dotting and the shadowing because the shadowing really just brings it all together because right now it just, it just looks like that, like flat. So I am for the dotting, I'm gonna use the tips of these brushes. This one is a bit thicker than this one. I still don't know which one I'm gonna use. I think the thicker one because the makeup itself doesn't have too many dots and I don't want to make it linear. So I'm just gonna put random dots with this. Let me see. Yeah, I think that's fine. Obviously I'm just gonna like go like that and that's how you get a dot. So that's what I'm gonna do for dotting my face, and then I'll be right back to show you how I'm gonna shadow. Okay, so this is what it's looking like. The dots, I could not perfect them. I'll talk about it at the end. Right now I want to show you the shading. I am going to get like a small but packed full brush, and I'm gonna get black eyeshadow, any black eyeshadow you have. So the shading is gonna be inside, so like inside here where the blue is, and on the outside so it can look a little 3D. So let me show you by doing a little bit of the inside. I got black eyeshadow. I'm just gonna like brush it like this. You see how this already like adds a little definition? It doesn't have to be on all the edges, just in certain areas so it can look like it's lifting. I know here I kind of messed up a little bit, but that's why you need to have your brush that you used for the blue at hand with the color, because I mean, it's an easy fix. But yeah, let me do that and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is the final look for me because I don't want to be messing around with it anymore. I did my best for it to look decent enough. Like from far away, the illusion is there. But up close, I tried making the dots as prominent as I could. But here's the thing. This cream palette, I've had issues with it before. So I'm gonna put some pictures around here of other past looks that I've done. And for it, I wouldn't recommend it for detailed looks. Like if you're gonna use it like, you know, just for a random party, just a random event, like then that's fine. I mean, it's more so for like, I guess, crazy, fun kids, or like, you know, those like when you go to the fair and they draw like little animals on your face, or, you know, those. Because I've tried doing other looks with these, like I said before, and the cream always like blends in, or it isn't enough, it's too sheer, or it's just not enough. I have been looking into what is best, and it is like water-based colors, like for the body. I'm gonna put one here, it's called Meron, and I know I've seen a lot of like, you know, beauty influencers use that, and it's just so much easier to use because once it's dry, it's dry. This one, since it's cream, it stays creamy. So when you want to put another color on top, it's not going to like, you know, stand out because it's going to mix. Like with this eye drop, it was so hard for me to like actually see the difference. Like at first I did, but now that, you know, as a final result, it doesn't stand out. And I don't know. I also had to take off the lips. I took them off and I put them on again. It looks cleaner because I had to clean it up because I did not like how it looked. It looked just really muddy, and everyone's face is different. So from the picture that I got the inspo from to translating it to my face, like she had enough space to create more illusion over here, but mine was already like at its peak, you know? So that's the only thing. Do what's best for you, what works for you. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just, you know, a makeup look. But yeah, I hope you learned something. I will put the recommendations that I told you on the description box, as well as just other things that you can get if you want to do this for yourself for this Halloween. I hope to put this out before the end of October. And yeah, Like I said, this was for one of my challenges for a September photography challenge, and the theme was art. And I wanted to do this because it's like pop art. And yeah, I think that's it. I don't have anything else to say. Just that if you really want to do this, I recommend water-based colors if you want it to last, I guess, a little bit longer or easier to blend and mix. Thin brushes if you're going to be doing like detailed stuff like this, or just like any other. And that's it, just like the main things. Yeah, I only put eyelashes on one eye because I wanted this to be like normal, so that's why. But it's these. It's by Michaela Glamlight. They're called Brand New. Yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit more about the shading. You see how I only did it on like the bottom parts of the spikes? That way it can look up. In some areas I did, in some areas I didn't. Like over here, it's not as like, you know, 3D as this. And everything that didn't go well is because of the cream palette, because it all just blended together. Everything, all the colors were blending. And when wanting to do the dots, it was blending with the blue. So that's why it kind of just looks like splotches. Thankfully, I know how to edit it, or I can like draw over it on Pixar or something just to make it like circle. But yeah, okay, officially, I think that's it. I hope you learned something, and if you try it out, tag me on the stuff. I would love to see it. And yeah, I will see you in the next creative video that I come up with. Bye. I don't usually record myself taking off the makeup, but for this one, I want to take it off already. And I'm going to take, or try to take most of it off with tissue paper. And then I'll go in with a makeup wipe. Oh, this took me like 2 hours.